Welcome back to HS Design Studio and First Crack Farm. And one of the main pain points that is the house we bought on this acreage. As you can see behind me, it's not the best laundry space you could have. There's an entrance to the garage here, right there. There's an entrance to the basement behind the camera. It's the main pass-through into the kitchen, and it's just not an overly large space. And the worst part about it, no storage. So we're gonna change that. Obviously, this isn't a very large space, so the design is going to be rather simple. One of the big things we want in here is to maximize as much storage as we can while still leaving a little bit of room for hanging clothes. To do that, I'm going to focus on adding a pantry to the far left of the room and bringing it forward to be somewhat flush with the front of both the washer and dryer. This just makes it look a little bit cleaner and easier to access versus being recessed all the way back in deep against the back wall. The second thing I'm going to add is a single wall cabinet just to the right of that pantry, and then leave the far right-hand side of the room or above the dryer open for some hanging storage, as you'll see at the end of the video. There are a couple challenges to designing this space simply due to the fact it's an exterior wall, so all of the plumbing is built into a furred out wall in front of that exterior wall. You'll see that as I'm taking my measurements. I've got an extra little ledge sitting behind the washer and dryer. What I'm going to do is use that ledge to hold the back portion of my countertop up, making my life just a little bit simpler. There are a couple things to keep in mind if you're designing any laundry room, no matter the size. One is if you're putting a countertop on top of your washer and dryer that is standard North American sized washer and dryer, you're probably not going to work at it. It's simply going to be too tall. The second thing to keep in mind is access to your mechanicals. So in my case, they're going to be below my countertop level and tucked behind the pantry. So that's my water shutoffs and my drain. What I'm gonna do is cut a hole in the back of my pantry so I still have easy access to those in case I ever need to get at them in an emergency. I'm using IKEA cabinets for this project for a number of reasons. One is that I can go out to the store and grab them right now, and we're in need of storage immediately. Two, I think they're a really good balance between price and quality, and it's a trade-off that I think it's hard to beat and a niche they fill really well. Now, I'm gonna skip all the hoopla of putting them together, assembling. I have other videos on that. You can check them out here. And we're gonna jump forward to one of the things that I don't really have a lot of experience with and I've never really used in the past, and that is IKEA's cabinet feet. IKEA's cabinet feet. I've never actually used IKEA's cabinet feet before. Based on the box and looking at them, I don't think I'm gonna like them, but I'm using them in this case for a very specific reason, and that is because we're gonna be replacing all the floors in here. So yes, I'm installing all this, but it's all gonna have to come out in a year and a half or whenever we get to replacing all of the main kitchen floors and laundry room floors. It's all tiled, it all needs to be ripped out. At that point, I will build permanent toe kicks, but for now, we're gonna give these a whirl. What's up? So as much as I trust my laser level for doing all these, I always have a backup just to double check things before I permanently secure them. Anytime I'm cutting laminate boards, whether it's IKEA or any other manufacturer, I always score with the first cut and then cut through fully on the second. This is where I detest IKEA's feet, is sliding heavy cabinets in place. They want to bend and snap. This is why I don't use the IKEA feet. Yeah. Perfect fit. Okay, how high am I sticking this? Like if I extend it all the way out.
You want enough height so the pants can not hit stuff. But even on a stool, I'm not hanging. That's way too high. Like there. If the pants are in half, they won't dangle.
Yeah. Okay, so right about that little mark I made. Okay. We should hit studs in the corner too, which is good. Okay, so am I flipping it to the other wall then?
Yeah.
Same height,